How I made 15K this year with beer money. Hi everyone. I made a post back in May when I made almost 3K in 1 month off beer money sites and am back here again for the year finale. Now before I begin my journey to you guys, I just want to put it out there that this job takes time, and yes, a ton of time to get to where I am today. But to say this, even though I only made 15K this year, I could have made at least 24K if I knew what I was doing and if I didn't play so much video games all the damn time, lol. Every day I get up in the morning to do this type of work, and if you were wondering, I'm living in the US, so perhaps things are different across the world. Now this is important, so pay attention. I'm online for about 12 to 14 hours a day. Yes, that is a ton of time, but I'm not working all those hours. Mainly my time spent is just waiting for tests to come up, and on downtime I just watch YouTube or play video games. This job was perfect for a kid like me who had no experience in a real job and needed to get money. Now I have enough to buy my first car in about 2 weeks, and I'll finally be able to travel from my area to find a real job so I can build income to start up my side business. I started with a $50 PC off of eBay and a 60Hz monitor found off my dad's storage place. Now I've built a PC that's worth 1.5K and have a triple 144Hz monitor displays. And yes, for this work, and if you were looking to make money like I did, triple monitor is extremely necessary, but you can still do these numbers without it, but you will miss some work sometimes. Just be faster. In total, I have made close to 15K at the end of this month. Here's the sites I used and a description for each of them. User testing, $6,015. This site was my biggest breadwinner of them all. However, it took me a ton of time to get here. I have maintained a 5-star rating ever since I became a tester on the site. If you want to make money on the site, you need to maintain that high rating. I suggest not doing interview tests, as many things could go wrong and could end up in termination of your account. In my opinion, not worth, but I have done 3 $30 interviews and they went alright, some even end early. Lastly, do not expect yourself to make any money the first 3 months. You really need to build that rating up before things happen, and even with a high rating like me now, I don't get much tests. I was able to make at least 2K a month on June/July, but afterwards the work slowed down like hell, and now I make like $50 a week off this site. Mturk, $1,632.77. This site is the worst of them all. Yep, I said it, worse. However, it can still bring you some good money compared to most survey sites out there. This was the second site that I have used when I started my beer money journey, and I was working for pennies, but I was working any penny. I saw it as an opportunity, and as I started doing more and more hits, I started seeing those higher paid ones. I don't like this site much because there are a bunch of people with automatic accept softwares from the site that they pay for, and the hits go away in a blink of an eye. If you could get Mturk, great, but only expect to make around $5 a day with how things are looking like at the moment. Connect, $2,044.77. This site was the second one I used, and I was actually invited though when I was doing a hit on Mturk. They are very new company, but they are like Prolific's little brother is what I call it, lol. Now this is one of my favorite sites. They are very professional and the work there is nice to do. I see it as a better version of Mturk, and you will sometimes see work that goes upwards of $9 plus. Prolific, $3,989.60. This is the king of the kings. Best survey/study site there is, hands down. Very professional staff and workers on this site, and was worth every wait on that waitlist. This was my third site that I used. I finally got accepted into Mturk around in April-May, and I applied in November of last year. If you are on that waitlist, you will be there for a bit yet, but worth the wait, let me tell you. There are many tests and studies that come through the entire day, similar to Connect, so always keep that tab open. Swagbucks, $440. This site is where it all started. The site that changed my life. Now is it good? No, lol, but it really entered me into the beer money online world and basically got the train up and running for me. Looking back at it now, I get a bit sad because I was just a kid looking for money who could not find a job. I was so desperate I would be on Swagbucks for 12 hours a day and be happy if I even made $10 off of that. If you are new to beer money, I don't recommend starting with this site. It's a huge waste of time. Other sites like Prime Opinion. I started picking up the pace with game offers that they had. They pay well but are very time-consuming. Telus, $826.42. Now I'm not sure if this is considered a beer money site, but it's online work, so I'll include it. They pay by the hour and the tasks they assign go away very quickly, but if you hit the maximum hours you can do, at least in the job I work in, 10 hours per week, you can make around $400 a month. This is the closet to an online office job for the sites that I have used, and you need to make sure your work is done right or else you are out. This was my last beer money site that I signed up for, besides other minor ones, but they didn't generate that much to share. I wish I signed up to this site sooner than later. It's basically free money for me. And those are the sites that I have used and are what worked for me. Not going to lie, making this post for me was a bit emotional, like seeing where I came from making about $50 a month to like $2K a month was the biggest success in my lifetime, and it's only going to get better from here, smiley face. Now am I going to continue doing beer money? Yes. But not with the hourly workload that I'm currently doing. I'm just super thankful that with this Reddit sub I was able to set my life in the right direction to finally make some money to prepare myself for the real world and what's to come. That's it for me, folks. I will do my very best to answer all of your questions, and if you guys need any proof of my income, I have no issue showing screenshots of my lifetime earnings from each site, smiley face. Thank you everyone in Beer Money for once again changing my life for the better good. It's because of your knowledge that I'm here today smiling with my dream setup and a giant leap to my life for the next year. My heart goes out to everyone in the SUB.